Hello everyone, we are a team of 3 Management of Technology class of 2022 graduates. My name is Liana and here is our capstone project. For this project, we had the wonderful opportunity to partner up with SkinSAFE, which is an ingredient-based information platform dedicated to sensitive skin users. SkinSAFE currently possesses a library of information on consumer skincare ingredients, product, and reaction data. Our mission is to make sure that this information is clear and understandable to a wide variety of consumers, patients, and professionals. This is a general breakdown of what we're going to cover today, so without further ado, let's get started. The focus of our project is to enhance the current SkinSAFE knowledge base and to redesign the presentation of the information that contained aspects of UX design, coupled with finding and connecting relevant data to display on the pages. With that being said, the first thing we did is creating a SkinSAFE user journey map, which now Song Yang will guide us through the process and deeper into our design proposals.
Before the project starts, we draw this user journey map to figure out user pain points, activities, and potential opportunities for better user experience. We reached the conclusion that SkinSAFE is a robust and a functional website, but not easy to use. Users usually need to take 7 to 8 minutes to learn about the website. To shorten the page length and the user exploring time, we made 3 new design elements for providing a better user experience. First, we added the chemical structure on the top of every ingredient page. Secondly, the interactive icons allow users to know more about the ingredient pages only if they want to do so. And thirdly, the more button is designed for shortening the word paragraphs about ingredient details. The original purpose of markers is to give users a natural feeling and a concise comprehension of the ingredient. Those original markers only include the abbreviation of 3 letters from the name of the harmful chemical. Users might not understand the actual meaning of those abbreviations. Therefore, we redesigned those markers by including the graphical representation of the toxic chemicals for giving a more intuitive understanding. The new web page on the right side reduced 50% of the length. We make better use of those white space to shorten users' time browsing the page. We also put image first and word second to grab user attention as long as possible. Apart from that, we embedded the Google Trend data to indicate the ingredient's popularity and highlight the buzz as well as social impact. The reason for doing so is that we found some consumers are very curious about the popular ingredients in skin products. The reasons for introducing those design elements are listed in this slide. There is much unused space on the web page. The markers are not intuitive enough for users to see the meaning. This new energy meter is designed for the users to understand at one glance.
For our user to better understand the safety of each ingredient found on SkinSAFE website, we created a SkinSAFE ingredient meter, which is a scaling system designated to provide insights on how safe that specific ingredient is to sensitive skin users. On a mobile phone, user will see a diagram indicating safeness and a text box with further explanations. The 2 orange buttons are interactive icons that can guide user to further explore the ingredient page. We make sure to keep the design simple and on brand to ensure intuition and authenticity. In addition to all the design updates, we added a new category that's extracted from the internally available data, providing ingredient sourcing information from a geographic and supplier perspective. And here are 2 examples of how we visualize the internal data so that users can understand the information displayed at one glance. Through this project, we use Figma to prototype and demonstrate our development. Here's what the page will look like from a mobile phone, since the majority of our users use their cell phones to browse the pages. After we put together everything from the new design element to graphics and icons, the next phase comes to the enhancement of SkinSAFE's content sharing abilities. Before we determine any final call to action product, we need to decide what steps goes into the process of sharing. Here is a demonstration of the user flow sharing SkinSAFE's ingredient page to Instagram. It helped us understand and anticipate the cognitive patterns of our users, minimizing steps needed to get through the state of flow. And now, Jolyn will tell us more about our sharing functions and methods.
Previously, the content of SkinSAFE is prepared for long story readers, which requires a lot of attention. To make it more shareable, we did some changes. In the first proposal, we used more pictures to attract our readers. We replaced the traditional website link with the share card design, which is a colorful picture with an introduction and QR code. In the second proposal, users can generate a long screenshot easily, and we shortened the steps of sharing the screenshots. We decided to do A/B testing to see which one is more acceptable and user-friendly. We did it through Joomform. Joomform is a third-party provider supporting to create and managing interactive forms online. Here we got the first proposal feedback. As we can see, compared to 4.02 average score and 37 votes of traditional sharing function, the share card design got 4.19 and 16.3 percentage votes. Users showed their preference to share card. On the second proposal, we realized that the users are not accustomed to using long screenshots than the current function. Screenshot sharing only got 3.66 score, which is lower than 3.72 score of the current sharing function, and is significantly less welcome than share card design. Also, users' voting results showed their ambiguous attitudes. But it's for the button sharing icon, we found a similar preference to the first icon in the above two A/B testing. Then, around the share card design, we did more testing to determine the specific format and the visual preference. This time, we selected ins as the main source because we are taught Instagram is the most welcome social media of SkinSAFE's reader. We got 127 responses from ins, and among them, about 18% users prefer the share card method, while 85% users use the word of mouth to share the content. According to our testing results, we finally delivered a new share card demo with a web link and QR code to SkinSAFE. Here, we summarize what we did and how it could occur in the past 4 months. After clarifying SkinSAFE's demand by several meetings, we did multi-version designs and testing them in the market through A/B testing. For each feedback we collected, we did following up modifications on our designs. This process involved 12 times discussions for major design updates, for source of A/B testing, and we got 371 responses in total. This is a lasting process, but help us arrive at the final line. Finally, I'm glad to introduce our team to you. Our working group is consistent of 3 members. They are Jolyn Zhang, Liana Qin, and Liao Songyang. Jolyn led the sharing function redesign, and Liana was responsible for the visual design and mobile application format, while Songyang owned the parts of web design and A/B testing. Thank you for listening to our sharing. Hope you have a good experience in Capstone project and deliver excellent works.
As for 2021 NYU Management of Technology graduates, we had a wonderful partnership with SkinSAFE to redesign the presentation information in a UX design perspective, as well as enhancing the shareability of SkinSAFE's ingredient page. Through multiple rounds of design updates and user testing, we justify our interpretation of these new design elements with analysis and its potential social impact. Aiming at delivering a seamless and satisfying user experience to ultimately increase online traffic and engagement, our proposed sharing method has gained a major popularity among SkinSafe's loyal customer base.